My people!
When you're ready, that's when we're gonna go. Okay. If you can try to get relatively close to the back of the car, but not like super dangerous.
Yeah, not to the point where I'm like gonna eat them up.
Yeah.
Cano is not only the owner and operator of Caffeine Green, the coffee company that we're talking about today, but he's also filming the commercial for this video. He's doing everything. It's pretty epic. I'm with Cano right now, the man behind Caffeine and Green. Something that I was talking about at the beginning of this video is that skaters really are able to be entrepreneurs, and they kind of have this self-will to just jump into things. And something I was curious about with you is, obviously you were scared, I'm sure, but like, what gave you the courage to just jump into it and start your own company?
I'm not gonna lie, I was 100% scared. I'm still scared every single day, but I think that's important to, if you're scared, you know you're leveling up, you know, congratulations, you leveled up in what you're doing, you know. If you have too much of a, like your plate, it's like, oh my God, it's too big, or like it's not enough, get a bigger plate, you know. Like I jumped into it because it was like, I was forced, my hand was forced to do it. I got put in a situation where there's not a lot of coffee companies, especially during the pandemic, that are gonna hire a full-time coffee roaster. What I had done to help build 7Cs and build other coffee companies over the last 5 years, I was like, I know what to do. I know every aspect of the coffee process to run a successful company. Is it easy? Not by any means. Is it hard as hell every single day and challenging to the 10th degree? Every single day. But if I'm gonna go break my back for somebody else who's gonna pay me minimal pay, why not do that for myself and then reap the benefits of it? You know, the hard work, the dedication, sink or swim.
How do you think skating relates to that process? Like, how can you relate skating to starting your own company? Is there anything that you kind of pick out?
Yes, I think honestly, for me personally, if you've ever kickflipped a set of stairs, if you've ever ollied a gap, if you've ever done something that you've worked so hard for, whether it's actually scary or technically, like physically hard, you can do something that is more mentally challenging, like just filling out paperwork. You can, yes, it's hard, and yes, there's financial gain, and there's also financial loss and a lot of debt that gets accrued during certain things, but it's all worth it in the end, because I know the battle that it takes to battle, like you're jumping down a set, you're kick flipping a set, you're doing a manual trick that takes for freaking ever to land, but then you do it and you roll away and you're like gratified. And it's the same thing when you're doing your business, except it's your actual life, you know, and it's not your, like, I love skateboarding and it's a passion of mine, but it wasn't the path that was destined for me to be like a professional skateboarder, but it has definitely played its part in the creation of Caffeine and Green and what we're doing here today.
Who's trying to jump in and grab it?
Yeah, you fucking dusted it. Gabe, what are you doing?
So what is the protocol for this?
Don't do it.
Hammers.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Damn.
No.
I love that board too.
I'm so sorry.
Gabe's board just fell in the water. He was messing around, but it really happened.
Yeah.
Child.
How does it feel?
You know, I'm really trying to play it off cool right now. That's fine. It's totally fine.
Probably not that deep.
Don't do what I just did.
Man, I can relate to that so much because I feel like the same way. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna be a pro skater or anything of that sort, but I feel like skating has put me into the place where I am now that I'm happy with. So today I noticed we're doing this collab out here with Shieldless. You got your coffee company, but you're also filming it, you're editing it, you're literally doing everything. So how do you manage that? Like, are you learning how to delegate? Are you willing to do that? And how's that process for you? Like, you really are hands-on with everything, but like, at what point do you go hands-off and like, kind of maybe talk about that a little bit?
Definitely hands-off. It's not too much a hands-off right now. I would definitely say the only person who helps me day to day is probably Raul right here. He does a lot of the behind the scenes things that we do. He also helps watching the dog or just doing whatever needs to be done. As far as like, there's two other people that I delegate to. There's like my marketing team. Shout out to Diana if you ever watch this, and she handles all my social media. I pretty much create all the content and then I just send it to her. I'll give her like songs that we want to use and doing this, that, and this, and then she just handles it.
So how do you choose? Okay, so it sounds like you've already brought some people on to help you.
Yeah.
How do you choose where to spend that money? Like, how did you choose like, oh, I'm willing to spend money on the social media person?
Well, it's not even just social media. She's marketing in general. The great thing about Diana, she comes from a corporate background. She actually, she started off in like, I don't know if I'm actually supposed to say it, it's like Blue Buffalo and some other companies, but she worked in corporate and she knew how to do these things. And it was super amazing. And I knew what she's done and how she's grown other companies. And you can do that corporate, you can do it when it has like a personal feel and a love and all these other things. But I would definitely say, for me, I got a really, really important piece of information once, and it was from Diana. Somebody had told me once that Blue Buffalo was a dog food company, but now it's a marketing company that sells dog food.
Just so we can insert it here for anybody that doesn't know what is Blue Buffalo.
It's a pet food company. It's a very, very successful. It's probably like the #1 successful brand that competes with other brands. But coming from a person who was in that company, they had said that like they were a dog food company when it started, but now it's a marketing company that sells dog food. And to me, I was like, marketing is everything. And so my degree's in marketing and PR, I did sales in the past, but what do people want to see? They want to see what you're doing. And it's not like I'm trying to film it and put it in everybody's face like, oh, look at me. No, it's like, hey, this is what it's about. This is what our brand is about. It's about coffee. It's about hustlers. It's about all the homies. It's about you. It's about us all coming together. And that's, to me, 100% what it is to be successful in life.
That hype though.
She was so hyped.
Sick.
That was sick. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Woo! That was sick. Nice work. Yeah, I think that's something I've been pondering myself, is success is pretty subjective. So like, some people think of success as like a super big company, some see it as self-resilience, some people as just satisfaction, right? Everyone sees. So I guess we could kind of close this video up maybe with a little bit of what is the future for Caffeine and Green. It sounds like you already got a few employees, and what's this collab all about, and like what can we look forward towards the future?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even made 6 months yet with Caffeine and Green, so it's definitely a bright future ahead. What we're out here for today is a collab with Shieldless Mag. I have started Caffeine and Green more based around fighting and stuff like that, but I didn't want to get away from the skateboarding and where the roots are. And so that's where Shieldless Mag came in, and Ruben and Nick have both been guests on the podcast, and I thought it only right, like, you know, I would love to do a collab with Thrasher, don't get me wrong, but they're not on my level. Nick and Ruben are my homies, and they have a brand that's called Shieldless, and I want to get that out, Shieldless Mag, and be like, hey, here's a platform that I can do, and I can push you guys out, give you access to all of our platforms and our homies, and just get, because skaters love coffee. Like skaters.
I'm notorious. I'm like addicted to coffee. So you also do some stuff with Still Mill, right?
Yes.
As well, stop coffee shop. So Still Mill is another cool kind of skater operated in Oceanside. Well, you could probably talk some more about it, but it is a lot of skate correlation with coffee. And I think that like, it's pretty cool to see that as well. There's different branches of skater in coffee. So maybe we can elaborate on that a little bit. And then also let us know where we can check you out and follow you, and people that are interested in Caffeine Green can kind of follow up from this conversation we're having today.
So Steel Mill, just shout out to all the homies, Shay, Riley, Little C, Anna, Giles. That's my Steel Mill fam. I'm the head roaster for Steel Mill Coffee. So I took on that project because it's like Shay is my absolute one of my favorite people on the planet, and
Yeah,
he knows
shout out Shay.
Dude, you already know Shay. But I wanted to do that because they wanted to roast, and I was like, hey, I left my previous job, and literally as I'm walking to my car from leaving that job, I called Shay. I was like, I'm not working for this company anymore, and he's like, let me talk to Riley. Boom, and it's like the rest is history. So if you're ever in Oceanside, California, please head to Steel Mill. Go in there. It's amazing. All the people are cool. And then if you wanted to like follow along with Caffeine and Green, just Caffeine and Green, caffeine _ green for Instagram, TikTok, everything. That's where it's at. Facebook.
And we got a podcast too where we can touch on like not only people that are in the coffee world, but all sorts of creatives. Essentially,
chefs, reggae groups, rappers, creatives, more coffee professionals, anybody and everybody that has a story, come by, holla.
So, and then if you want to pick up some coffee for the people that want to support Cano and his mission here today, where do they go pick some coffee at?
www.caffeineandgreenroasting.com. Head over there. You can get everything on the website. And then if you're ever in Oceanside, Steel Mill Coffee.
All right, guys, thanks for tagging along, learning more about Cano. Appreciate it. Love this guy. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Peace.
Thanks, Daddy.
Mash.